few weeks ago, my little girl Poppy asked if we could go for some lunch together and then do some shopping. I was really excited to be invited into her world, to spend a bit of time with her and to wander around some shops, hand in hand, looking for a new top that would match her big brown eyes and her contagious smile. She had no lack of confidence in picking out the exact one she wanted and trying it on. And she gave me a twirl so I could admire her in it. And it was my delight to buy her the top as a gift and to share the experience and the moment together in relationship. As we queued at the cash desk, Poppy was fully confident that her mum would cover the cost of the top and hand it over to her once the transaction was completed. It never crossed her mind that I would offer to buy her a gift and then withdraw my offer at the crucial moment, leaving her stranded and embarrassed at the till. Can you imagine? Of course, I would never do that. Sometimes I think we as Christians think that's what God might be like. When we ask to be filled with the Holy Spirit, he leaves us stranded at the cash desk. But Jesus says this: don't bargain with God for what you need. Be direct. This isn't a cat and mouse hide and seek game you're in. If your child asks for bread, do you trick him with sawdust? If he asks for a fish, do you scare him with a live snake on his plate? If she asks for shopping and lunch and a new top, do you leave her stranded at the cash desk? As bad as you are, you wouldn't think of such a thing. You're at least decent to your own children. So don't you think the God who conceived you in love will be even better? That's in Matthew 7. You see, Jesus paid the price of our sin on the cross, and then he rose again and ascended into heaven so we could be fully connected to God by the power of the Comforter that he left behind, the Holy Spirit. And so we can have confidence, like little children, that it's his intention and desire that we are filled with the power of his life-giving, comforting Spirit. Partnering with him is giving him permission to fill our lives, our body, our mind, our soul with this power. When I first experienced the power of the Spirit, it was like the lights went on in my life. Everything that had previously been grey became technicolor. Holy Spirit wants the yes of our lives, and this looks like us inviting him to fill us so that he can switch the lights on. Heaven invites us this week, as we celebrate Pentecost, to open our hands and to say yes to his power. This open-handed yes is our request back to heaven. Please fill me with your power. And we can be confident. He doesn't withhold from us, but he invites us to pursue him on a relational treasure hunt, or a lunch and some shopping. Time to hang out together, and in that time he drops gifts into our hands. He empowers us for life. Imagine what it would look like if we all said yes this week, if we opened our hands and asked to be filled. The daily infilling, empowering, reminding of who we are, the life-giving presence and power of God charging us to live like Jesus, like little Christs in the communities we live in our workplaces. Imagine the way heaven could impact our friends if we carried its power around. I think it's worth the step of faith to ask our God, our good Daddy in heaven, to give us his presence through the Holy Spirit. I want to encourage you to be confident. He doesn't leave us at the cash desk. He gives us the full gifts that he promises us. He's such a good God. Why don't you ask him this week to fill you?